Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Don't mind the robe, it's just really cold, so I wanted something warm, and I just threw my hair up on bottom because we're about to be playing with some makeup. Yeah, today we're going to be testing out a few things that I've received from AliExpress lately, and none of them were like big enough to just make into their own little video, so I waited until I had enough products to, just like little products, to just kind of test out in one single video together. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's this beauty blender, and it actually comes in the whole beauty blender packaging and everything, so I'm pretty sure they're meaning for it to be a fake. Yeah, it's already wetted and everything, so it's not going to fit back in here because it did expand. When I first got it, it was like, when I got it out of the packaging, it was really hard. It's definitely gotten a lot softer and it's really big, but it does not in any way feel like the original beauty blender, which I have right here. Don't judge it. It's probably over a year old. I know it's disgusting, but in my defense, I don't really use it anymore. It just sits in the back of my drawer, and you can just kind of tell this one's a lot bigger, and the original one, even though you can barely see it over all the foundation, it's definitely a lighter pink. Those are basically the main differences. The original one is a lot squishier than this one. This one's still pretty squishy once you wet it. The next thing we have is this concealer, and it comes in this packaging. It's actually really pretty packaging. It's called McAfee. And you pull it out, and it's so weird because it smells like pineapple or Hawaiian pizza, so it's a little bit nicer than opening a package from AliExpress and just smelling straight up chemicals. But anyways, so yeah, I got it because basically it looks exactly like the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, which I really like, and it does say Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. So that's why I got this one, and I got it in the lightest shade, I think. I got it in like 01. And then I got this Play stick, Play 101 stick. So the beauty blender was $2.50. The concealer was $1.43. That's insanely cheap. And this contour stick was $1.34. So that's insanely cheap. That's like amazing. Although it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of product in here, but still, for like $1.40, that's great. Or $1.34. And I'm actually surprised at how sturdy this feels. It feels a lot more sturdy than some of the things I get from the drugstore. Like the plastic feels really, really thick and nice. So that is good. And the last thing I have to test out here is something I'm super excited about. It's this Naquir, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, eyeshadow palette. Now, this is actually something that's really cool because basically what you do is you buy these single eyeshadows, and then I didn't even have to pay extra for the palette that they come in. They just send you a palette to put them in. And all of the shadows, I bought 4. They were all 79 cents, and the total came out to $2.70. This palette that they sent me actually feels really good. It feels like it's not like the most luxury feeling palette in the world, but it does feel really nice. It's really soft and sturdy feeling. The only annoying thing is that I don't know if you'll be able to see, maybe if I turn it this way, you can see that it's kind of like at an angle. So that's the only annoying thing. And then it's kind of hard to open. But other than that, the palette feels really, really soft, and I'm happy about that. You open it up, and these are the 4 shades that I picked. Basically, I'll take it out to just kind of show you. You get these little single eyeshadows. Yeah, you get these little single eyeshadows, and then here's the inside of the palette. You can see it has these little, it's kind of like Legos, and you just place the colors in there and push it down. I just got it with my nail. When I'm looking at it, it actually makes me think of those really high-end eyeshadow palettes on Sephora. So yeah, pretty happy about that. All of these shades are shimmers, and then this is the only matte. I don't think I meant to do that. I think I thought this was a matte too, but it's not. So I'm gonna go into using the Beauty Blender first, and I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Nude Ivory.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't...
So that actually blended it out really nicely. I don't feel like it took too long. The only thing is it's a little hard, but I don't mind that much because it is pretty soft. I also use less foundation than I normally do, but it didn't take away much of the coverage. And as you can see, like, it didn't soak up that much of the product. Like, you can see a bit here, but other than that, it's like it hardly soaked up any of the product. Oh, actually, it didn't take that long at all. All right, I'm just gonna go in with about, like, it doesn't have a lot on it. I'm just gonna go in with that first because I made the mistake. Yeah, that was definitely enough. Of doing way too much with the Maybelline one. That didn't work out that well for me. Oh, soft. So it's not doing much brightening because if you can see, it's pretty much the same shade as my foundation. But that's okay. That blended out pretty nice, and I feel like it gave me some pretty good coverage. Not bad at all. Plus it was like, felt so nice to put on. Now I'm just gonna go in with the contour, and if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I got this in one of the lightest shades they had. The stick is pretty dark though, so we'll see. No weird smell. It just kind of smells like crayons with perfume. Ooh, it's really creamy. I was surprised. I don't know why, but I just was expecting the worst and thought it was not going to be creamy at all. The nose. This side is also very creamy. Maybe to brighten a little bit right there, just to test it out. And then just going in with that Beauty Blender. I'm going to use the butt of it. Alright, so that blended out pretty easily. It's just kind of like a subtle contour. But for now, I'm gonna go off camera and do my eyebrows and bronze and blush so that we can come back and get into the eyeshadow. Alright, so I finished all of that up, and I'm just gonna bring you in a little bit closer so that we can get started on the eyes. And I've already set my eyes and everything. I usually don't do that lately, but I did it just because there's not really a color in here for me to place down. There's only that dark brown shade, which is what we're going to be going in with, just on this fluffy brush, and just blending that into the crease and going pretty high. Alright, so I just, like I said, went higher up in the crease with that and on the lower lash line, and I'm gonna be honest, it was a little hard to blend it out, but it's a really pretty shade. I'm just gonna take this flat brush. I'm gonna go in with this red shade right here, and I'm gonna go, makes me so sad messing the words up on it. Like, if eyeshadows or anything ever have a design, it makes me so sad to mess it up. So I'm gonna take that and go on the outer portion of my eye. With this gold shade here. Alright, there's a lot of fallout with that one. I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade. Focused. Alright, so that shade's really pretty. I don't know if it's anything that's making me just go like, wow. I have a lot of other colors that I like to use on my inner corner more, but it still is like a pretty color. That might go well like in the middle of the lid, and I just like this palette because, you know, you can just create this look so easily. But I'm just going to go in with this tapered pointed brush and just make sure everything is nice and blended together. Now I'm going to go in with some mascara and I'll be right back with my final thought. Alright, so my camera is at 14%, so we are finishing just in time. Like I said, just went ahead and put some mascara and a lip on. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I loved the concealer. It felt so silky smooth and cool going on my face. It blended out like instantly. Let's see. I liked the contour stick. I don't know how much use I get out of it, but like I said, it's like $1.40, so it's definitely worth it in my mind. It blended out really smoothly, and it was really creamy, and it definitely gave me some contour. I did go over, bless you, I went over it with some bronzer, just like an e.l.f. bronzer, and then the blush I used is from the Peach Perfect palette. That's one of my favorite blushes ever. I've been using it like crazy lately. And yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but I went ahead and put some highlighter on. Anyways, I love the eyeshadows. I think that the shimmers they're kind of dry and powdery, but I think if I just didn't have anything to spray my brush with, I think if you sprayed it, you definitely get a lot more out of them. I wasn't blown away by the one that I used on like the inner corner and everything. It's just not popping in my opinion, but the other colors I definitely do like. I think that you can get a really nice, just everyday, natural, quick look with this palette. And they had so many other shades that you could choose from. I just was basic and I chose this one. And I love the packaging. It's just like really sturdy and everything. And I don't feel like my eyeshadows are gonna break at all. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I actually really like the beauty blender. I didn't think I was going to, but it got really big and soft, and it blends out pretty quickly, and it doesn't eat the foundation up. Like, I feel like I got way more coverage from just that little bit of foundation than I do when I like pack it on and use my other blenders. So yeah, actually, that is a good blender. I know it's kind of like technically a fake because they're trying to pass it off as the original beauty blender. So you don't have to support that if you don't want to, of course, but I really liked it for sure. And yeah, I think that's about it for me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to remember to say that stuff. But yeah, that's it for me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
If only we could travel back in time.